Okay, hello guys. So we're going to look at FL Studio. As you can see here is a FPC. You can get the FPC by coming up here to add in the top left area. And I will show you what to do on the MPD itself in a second. But for now you want to open up the FPC on screen. So you want to come up here to, let's do drum. So there's a drum section and then FPC. So you open that. And let's delete that other one. So now we just have this new FPC. It's already loaded with stuff, okay? So it has some sounds in it. You can use those default sounds if you want. But if you want to put your own sounds into it, say you have your own drum kits and you have your own different kind of sounds. Like for me, I use Evil Needles, which I will link to in the description if you want to buy these Evil Needle drum kits over here. I have 1, 2, and 3 over here in the browser. I will link to those. But basically you have pad bank A and you have pad bank B on the FPC here. You can click back and forth between the two pad banks. Right here, the B one is blank, the A one is full, but you can delete it by just coming through and maybe not. Let's just jump over to the pad bank B, so it's already empty. So to make your own drum rack, you can come into your default whatever your drum sounds, and you can take ones that you want and drag them over onto the empty spot. So let's get a selection. Let's get some kick drums. All right, we got 2 kick drums there. Let's get clap, bring that clap there. Let's get some percussion sounds. Let's get 2 percussion sounds, and let's find some hi-hats up here in volume 1. So come up to hi-hats. So we have 2 hi-hats. Let's put these 2 hi-hats right here. All right, now you get to use the actual MPD and you get to map it on. So what you want to do on screen, you want to come to this little area here, this little drop down area next to pad 20 or whatever. It'll say something different for you, but there's a drop down arrow, and then you scroll down here to map notes for entire bank. You click on map notes for entire bank, just like that. And then you want to one by one press on the MPD itself the pad that you're going to go through. And you have to do this in order. If you jump from here to here, it's going to confuse it and think that, because on screen it's expecting you to go in order from here to here to here to here. So you have to go in order on the actual MPD itself. So you're going to press 1, 2, 3, 4, and go all the way up just like this. And that will map every single pad to where it is on the screen. And again, you have to go in order. You can't jump from, say, this one down here up to this one, because then on the screen it's going to think this one is number 2, which is kick 6. It's going to think kick 6 is there, but really you got to just go in order, right? So now that that's mapped, everything's set up, you can now, as you can tell, press any of them and they will play the way they're mapped on. So that's how you get your drums into the FPC and then onto the actual controller itself. Okay, so that's a big one there. Okay, so now to add effects onto what you're working on, your melodies or your drums, you can add on different types of effects using the mixer. So here I have a basic, or not too basic, but like a beat with a melody. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take effects from the mixer and I'm going to add them on to the knobs here on the MPD. So on the melody, that kind of 90s, what's called 90s DMB pad here in the mixer, you can see it right here where my mouse is. I have a reverb and a delay added on as effects, plug-in effects. I'm going to unmute them so they turn them on, and I'm going to turn them all the way down, and then I'm going to map this volume, or I guess like just filter level, I guess, level for the level for the reverb and level for the delay onto these 2 pads here. So to do that, you want to right click onto that pad on the screen and you will see link to controller under remote controller. It'll say link to controller, so you press on that, and then at that point you just basically touch the knob that you want it to link to, and then you'll notice that as I'm turning it on the MPD, it's turning on the screen as well. So you'll see over here on the screen for that Fruity Reverb 2, and then on the MPD, they're linked up, right? And then again for this one down here, I'm going to come to it, click on that little, it's really small on the screen, but that little level knob for the delay 3, right click on it, I'm going to do link to controller, and then this time I'm going to move the bottom knob on the MPD. All right, so I'm going to take this knob, I'm going to twist it, and now you'll notice that that one for delay 3, whoop, let's go back to the mixer. That one for delay 3 is now linked up to this first knob here on the MPD, and then this one up here is linked up to that one right above it on screen. So you'll see on screen that one's moving, it's linked up to this one, and then on screen you'll see delay 3 is moving, linked up to that one there. All right, so basically as the song's playing, you can add these in. See how that has more delay now? Let me turn it off so it's not doubled up, but now it has more delay. I can turn the delay off so it's back to normal, just clean, dry melody, and now it's coming in with more effects. What's called a wet melody with like a bunch of effects added to it. So you have the reverb going up, now reverb's on, and then reverb's coming off, and then the delay is now coming on. And you can control this with your hands. So the cool thing now is that you can start to use your actual hands in the studio and not rely so much on the screen and clicking and using the mouse. You can do a lot of this stuff with your hands now.